you got?
So, yeah, when we got the original mesh for the ship, it was, how we say in the biz, not optimized. So,
Yes.
my main goal, first goal, was to go through and make sure that the polygons being used on the ship were actually being seen by the player. So after deleting all that, I found out I could pretty much just do whatever I wanted on the ship and just add crazy detail all over the place, which is good. You want that.
All right.
So I did some overall exterior silhouette tweaks, trying to make it more angular. We have an evolving RSI style guide right now, and we pushed that a little bit as we were making the ship. Here we have the new front end. Wanted to make it look more framey, more industrial and constructed. Show you where the parts are put together. We had a significant pass over the maneuvering thrusters and positioning. I completely redid those as well, put a little bit more detail into that because they had none. Also, for the nose section, which is what we're currently looking at, the turret bay doors, not a lot of detail in here. Went back, gave it some interior guts, some decals, which may be missing right now. Nope, they're there. It's just dark in here. Some LED lighting. We wanted some lighting states for battle mode and, you know, some real Star Trek influence type stuff that a little bit more excitement added to the gameplay. This is where the turrets pop out. We have the new wing sections as well as the new flaps. These are up to my quality bar.
No kidding.
They were telling me in the beginning we had this RSI proprietary turbine technology, which would be located on other ships yet to be made. So I wanted to make sure that those were super, super cool in reuse. Once I looked at them, they were like a bajillion polys. They're not hooked up in the scene right now, but once you guys get your hands on the file, aim for this part, blow those doors off, you'll be able to check them out, and then shoot them again and kill them. Moving on to the previously mentioned next section, we have the new cover caps for, this is where you'll be jettisoning out the side. This is a top escape bay. Passengers, no, it's driver's side. Well, it depends what country you're in. More details. I wanted to add in some kind of clues as to how this works. I've got some like debt charge packs down here. You know, just make it feel more believable. You got your top hatch exit. Also on the bottom, Chris may have mentioned in the interior walkthrough that we made this bigger, so now instead of one dude going down, everybody on the ship can go down. I think we can get 5 people up on this as it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom escape pods. Lighting's a little dark right now because it's turned on. We've got the main body section. Completely revamped these missile launcher foldouts. I think you guys will be more pleased with the shape. They felt kind of flimsy, so we thickened them up, made them a little bit more beefy. More lights. This is the side airlock entrance, a lot more beefy. There's still a lot more detail I'd like to do as far as the exterior goes. What you're viewing now is the new missile deploy. So on the old Connie, they kind of just came out, sadly, and you couldn't really see how they worked. So now they pop up at a sweet angle, And when these get launched off, I think you're going to see a cool pattern to how they deploy. For the front, we've got our main nacelles. These got overhauled a lot. I went back and forth with Roberts on the design of these things, and me and him had pretty much the same consensus on they were just too noisy. So we dialed those back, added some front DRL influenced type of lighting scheme for the front. We now have the deployable countermeasures built into the sides. This thing was titanic. This is the biggest model I've ever worked on in my life. It's absolutely huge. I wanted to integrate a lot more glass-covered tech, just to make it a little bit more complete. I added a little constellation. It's another little Star Trek, rip here. Wanted to add that in. Ship ain't a ship without a name. Moving back to the tail. A little plane back here. Now the lighting is not finished yet, so ignore all the blinky lights because they're not set up right. And here we have our new, super proud of this, got a lot of help from Elwin on hooking this bad boy up, but the new Merlin dock, I think the crowd will find a lot more, I'll just say cool, because it's a lot cooler now. Backward turbine housings and nacelle attach point to the back. Looks like we may have a smoothing air right here. Just trying to get more details in there. There just wasn't enough detail.
That's all right.
Added new lights, new landing gear. The jet skis are gone, so no more alpine skiing landing gears. A lot more beefy, chunky. They form fit a whole lot better. Overall, the shapes are a lot better, and believe it or not, this Constellation is, I think, 500,000 less polys than the original one. And it looks like twice the polys.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Folks are going to be stoked. That's why I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
I wanted to get it, because even with the CitizenCon demo, we got to see some of the inside, but we never really got a real great look at the exterior of the ship.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show that off. So, all right, Josh, I think that's great. This is easily the longest ship shape we've ever done. So thanks to you and Chris for sitting down and taking us on a tour.